Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I introduced you yesterday, Ciara, before we even had you on today, because I wanted to get it all out of the way, all the things you've done in your life, which are just absolutely ridiculously amazing. And you're actually a walking novel. So between and I'm not making light of it, but all the stress you've been under with your babies, your miscarriages, the birth, your story of your birth in Hollis Street, and also the fact that we know one another so long. But actually, yes. I did say yesterday that your story is so huge, we could actually be here for 2 hours. But what I wanted to talk to you about was white bread. How are you staying off the bread? Knowing what you're like with the food, because it's so difficult, isn't it? That's the first thing I'm going to talk to you about before I go back to any of the other stuff. Tell me, what are you doing about the diet?
Well, probably, as you can see, not a lot at the minute. And I've just realised that I've spent so much time over the last number of months since coming out of work to look after Gavin. I complain so much about never having time to walk. If only I had time. I get up, I look after the kids, we go to school, we come back, it's homework, it's clubs. And now I have all of this time, and I'd say I went for a walk twice.
Isn't that so? Why?
I don't know.
Now, is it because you're cleaning all day? Because I know what you're like.
Probably. I am cleaning, and I'm counting the steps on my wrist.
Okay.
We have gone for walks, and we've gone to the parks, and we've done all of those things. But you know yourself, there's nothing like going out and doing a walk for you with the earphones in, pounding the streets. And while I used to do that all of the time with Gavin, he has quite a large special needs buggy now, and it's especially for marathon running and walking and all of that. So I really have no excuse. So I think it's about adapting up here now and just getting it right upstairs. I think once you have everything right in your head, it doesn't matter what slimming club you're in, whether you're walking, running, sitting. I lost 5 stone and I did no exercise. So, and that's all back on now. And
you look fabulous. You look fabulous, but I know what it's like when you're at home, because I'm finding even myself, you're sitting down and you're having cups of tea every half an hour, any excuse to sit down, and the bread is a killer because it's kind of like a comfort food or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I think once you get up in the morning and you have that first slice, if you're strong enough to draw the line, fair enough. But if you're like me, it's like, well, I've had one slice, I might as well just have the pan now and start again tomorrow.
Exactly. I always remember, Ciara, when you went out to Russia first, you were one of our very first carers, and I remember you setting up the Weight Watchers in the orphanage when in the middle of a forest in the middle of nowhere. The poor doctor shouldn't know what hit her.
I do, and none of them should have been on a scale. In fact, I probably, actually, that was back in 2004. That's how long I've been wanting to be thin, and it's amazing. Like, I'd always say, if I just stayed in Slimming World the first time I joined, it'd be amazing. Instead of just keep leaving. I have the same book,
Look at what you've gone through in the meantime. Look what you've gone through in the meantime. Like, really,
absolutely,
all the baby stuff going on, and then to end up with your magnificent children that you have now. Are you going a bit mental in the house with them?
Sorry, Debbie, I just missed you there. What did you say to me?
Are you going a bit mental in the house with them?
No, not really. To be honest with you, like I said, this whole new life for me, where I'm not working and have my career, has been. And I just said to Mick there the other day, I'm always complaining about never having enough time. So I have decided to embrace this time.
Right.
They're so fast. They're literally grown. When I go out to the line and I hang Gavin's trousers on the line, I can't believe in my mind he's still my baby. But I have these size 10 to 11 tracksuits on the line, and I'm saying, God, he owns them. So I'm trying my best. I'm doing photographs. We're making memories. Yesterday morning at 6 o'clock, they were already dressed up in costumes.
I saw photographs of them. Yeah.
At 11 o'clock, Mick is playing musical chairs in the garden, and then we have school, and then we have online taekwondo training. And then we have back to school and a bit of lunch, and then we have to keep Gavin going sensory wise, and out for a walk and trampolining and maybe a bit of baking and colouring, and add it all in there. And you know, if you don't grab that shower first thing in the morning, well, you can forget about it.
Yeah, you're sounding very calm. I'm amazed you're as calm as you are, because it's not easy
Yeah.
having kids in the house.
No, it's not, but I have a schedule and I'm trying to keep to that schedule. And I just feel I really am nervous of losing them so quickly. I can't believe being at home with them. So they're growing so fast and life is going so quickly. I just said, I'm never going to get this time with them again, whether I go back to work or I am at home. It's a bit precious because
Yeah.
I don't always have to care with me all the time as well.
And listen, how are you managing with your mum, Ciara?
So obviously we can't get in to see me mum.
Yeah.
So I went around on Mother's Day and I got to see her through the window. And it was really funny because I was at the top of the window and I couldn't catch her eye. And I was down on my hands and knees looking up the door to see could I catch her eye. But I did catch her eye, and for that couple of seconds she had a lucid moment where she was like, oh, it's you, like, you know, you. And I tried to say to her, like, Ma, what I used to call her, like, Ma, you know, when my kids call me that now, I just say, oh my God, I'm changing my name. And I remember my mum used to say to me, if you call me that one more time, I'm going to kill you. And I know, but I still call her that, Ma, you know, try to get the attention. And she gave me that smile and her hand went up as well. So there was absolute recognition there for a few moments. And then the nurse read out her card to her and she came quite upset over it. Like, I told her again and we'd hug again. And that I would be waiting for that moment when all this was over.
Yeah, I think we're all waiting for that moment.
So somewhere in our minds, I think.
Do you think it'll change? Do you think it'll change us, Ciara, the whole thing?
I'd love to think so.
What's your change? What's the one change you can see afterwards in your house?
Oh, I think it's just valuing the company, like the kids, like, you know, everything's a rat race when they're in school. Clubs, in, out. I do 6 school trips a day because I've one that finished at 1:30 and Gavin won't go on the special needs bus anymore now. He wants to be in my car, so I'm back again at 2:20. And I'm just in it. I am definitely going to slow down. Definitely, you know.
I do not believe that for 1 second.
No, maybe my mind won't slow down. Probably not, but I am going to try because I just feel I'm always so busy telling myself I have no time and I'll do it. I've no time not to be, you know, not to be busy. I've no time not to be manic. I have. And if someone had told me I'm going to have Gavin home with 2 children in-house all day, I probably, like all other mothers with autistic children, there is blind panic. Without a doubt, there's blind panic. Because, you know, our younger children finish school at the end of June, and we always get a July provision. And I plan my holidays for August. So Gavin has all year in school, he's in July provision, and then we go on holidays and then it's back to school because we're trying to always keep that routine. But I do believe as a mother, as all mothers are wonderful people and strong, but I think when you're a mother of a special needs child, and you've been brought to places in your mind that you never thought that you would go and come back alive, never mind come back smiling and be stronger. You know, really when you break it all down, it's just about spending time with the children that I craved for so much and waited for so long. And now I have them. And girl. I'm just going to try to make the best of it.
Well, he's
lucky.
Not easy. He's lucky with the mommy he has.
Rosy. It's not all rosy.
No, it's not all rosy. No, it's definitely tough going.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes we don't sleep ever, but we're used to it now.
Yeah.
And you have to be positive because there's no other option.
Yeah.
You have to be positive.
Well, listen to me. You're a fantastic mommy. You're an amazing. I watch you on. I mean, you're on Facebook, obviously, but you're an amazing person. From the very first day I met you, I knew you were just a special person. And I remember when I was interviewing you years ago, to go to Russia as a volunteer. I remember you told me you were in the Scouts, and I was thinking, well, you were a Scout leader or something at the time. I remember thinking, well, that got you through the interview, because I thought of you.
Yeah, I did.
They're a brilliant organisation, and if you can be a Scout leader with them. And your journey in Russia for us was absolutely hilarious and fabulous. And the kids still talk about you all the time. You were a mammy then. Before ever you became a mammy, you were a mammy then. So listen, well done, and keep safe, and keep all those babies safe.
I will, Debbie, and thanks a million for the chat.
Not at all. See you soon. Bye, Ciara.
Take care.